first look at the weather forecast, so let's check in with weather specialist Noor Rafat. Hey, Noor.
Hey, thanks very much, Mark. Well, it's a shift that many have been waiting for this long weekend after that rain, and especially those stormy conditions southwestern Ontario towards Georgian Bay last night. Also in Toronto, saw some thunder and rain. It's nice to see the sunshine on such a pivotal weekend, the unofficial end of summer, as some may call it. But given the temperatures, you can see we've still got a lot of summer still around in Toronto. 27. But it is feeling a lot hotter than that, 30 degrees with the humidex. In Windsor, even warmer, 32. But that's a change from the humidity feeling closer to the 40s just yesterday. I'm sure some are welcoming a bit of relief from that high humidity. Welcoming also the sunshine and the lack of rain. The system that was affecting parts of southwestern Ontario towards the Niagara Falls region slowly pushing to the east hour by hour and moving out of Ontario. Some of these winds that we're seeing, especially around the Peterborough region from the northwest, other areas as well towards Bancroft, also from the northwest, it does help with that humidity and makes things feel a bit cooler. Through the next few hours, we're not going to see more rain. In fact, the last of it will be pushing out of eastern Ontario. And guess what? Stargazers unite, because we've got a lovely night ahead of us tonight for a lot of stargazing, clear conditions, and heading into your Sunday, also sunny skies. But the risk of thunderstorms rolls back again into the GTHA, mostly towards the eastern Ontario and Kingston region by tomorrow afternoon. But overnight tonight, though, in Toronto, mostly clear, but another night where you should be blasting that AC, 19 degrees. By tomorrow, still on the warm side of things, 24, 25 for your high, feeling closer to 29. Mark?
All right, thank you very much, Noor. The Toronto Zoo has provided an update.
Well, for some, this weekend is a chance for one last hurrah before it's back to school, back to reality, back to cooler temperatures after a warm summer. Well, we've still got some summer left, it seems. Central Canada, Toronto, 27 degrees. Even around the Great Lakes, Chicago 28, cooler in Thunder Bay with some stormy conditions. It may seem like it's a whole lot cooler in the Maritimes, but those are actually seasonal temperatures. Halifax 20 degrees. Dry in southern and central parts of the prairies. And take a look at this, Vancouver 21 degrees, and it looks like they're going to be getting multiple days of sunshine over the long weekend, so good news for them as well. In Toronto tomorrow, good news as well, mainly sunny conditions through much of the day. We do have a slight risk of thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of a shower, but it will be windy. And those winds coming from the northwest, that change in wind direction, making things feel cooler even as you factor in the humidex. So 24 for your high, could feel closer to 28, and then things will get cooler and cooler as the days progress. Here we are tomorrow morning, bright, beautiful sunshine, and here is that risk passing through much of southern, eastern Ontario, even into the southwest. The risk of thunderstorms potentially around eastern Ontario for the most part, the St. Catharines and Niagara Falls region as well. In the GTHA, could just be a quick shower or so, and then the rest of your day, things clear up, and you'll see that sunshine once again before it sets. Your stat Monday looking even more gorgeous. Plenty of sunshine across the map from the southwest all the way to the east, up into cottage country as well, and we're barely tracking any blips of moisture on the radar. So do make sure you enjoy this weekend, with the twist, of course, and that's the plummeting temperatures. So over the next few days, although we are seeing some warm conditions, especially around the lake tonight, things will start to get cooler very quickly. It'll be hard to believe how quick that will unfold in the GTHA. 24 degrees tomorrow, 24 in Oshawa, 23 in Cobourg, and cooler up in Wyerton. And just like that, somebody has turned off the heat. 19 on Monday. Make sure you dust off your light jacket Tuesday as well. A cool start at 8 degrees. Seasonal up into Wednesday, warmer for Thursday, and then the rain kicks in for the start of your weekend.
First look at the weather forecast, so let's check in with weather specialist Noor Rafat. Hey, Noor.
Hey, thanks very much, Mark. Well, many Torontonians and people from outside of Toronto and across the GTHA flocking outdoors after the sky started to clear. Sunshine Ready for you to enjoy that Dragon Festival in Nathan Phillips Square, the Canadian International Air Show. The skies clearing for that. 21 degrees outside the Toronto airport just now, and that's a bit cooler from what we saw earlier today, peaking at 28 degrees for our high. That's the warmest across the map here, and of course feeling warmer with the humidity, closer to 30, 31 in Toronto, even warmer with the humidex towards Windsor into the mid-30s at times, and that's a whole lot better than the low 40s, which they were seeing just yesterday. A lot has changed in the past few hours. One of those conditions has been a change in wind direction from the north in Muskoka at times, in Toronto as well, in Peterborough and Bancroft earlier today from the northwest. And so that has helped bring some relief to those regions. We did see also relief when it comes to the precipitation. Some of those cells that were passing through eastern Ontario have been on their way out the past few hours. Can't say the same for Lake Superior, though. Stormy over there with severe thunderstorm warnings earlier in the day. A lot of these storms will start to push east and into Quebec come tomorrow. It's looking like a gorgeous start to your Sunday in southern Ontario, but the risk of thunderstorms rolls through later on in the afternoon, mostly around the Kingston, Cornwall, St. Catharines and Niagara Falls region. A risk of showers potentially in the GTA chain. Overnight tonight, though, a warm one in Toronto, a clear sky as well. And heading into your day tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, strong winds from the northwest. Your high at 25 degrees. Mark?
All right, thank you very much, Noor. The Toronto Zoo has provided an...
The Labor Day long weekend for some means the unofficial end of summer, but for those of us that want to hold on just a little bit longer, there are opportunities for that across the country. Today it was around the Great Lakes. That's where we saw a lot of warm air and a lot of humidity. 28 in Toronto, 27 in Thunder Bay. Cooler towards the Maritimes, where it's starting to get a bit more seasonal, but we're starting to see a pattern unfold here. A ridge has been building over the west coast, the prairies, and come tomorrow, temperatures into the low 30s for parts of the prairies. And guess what? Sunshine and clear conditions, dry conditions for parts of BC through the long weekend. A rare sight, I think, for many over there. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine in Toronto as well. Your temperatures taking a tiny bit of a tumble. We're going to see some strong winds, especially through the afternoon and heading into the evening from the northwest. And those winds will make things feel a tad bit better when it comes to the humidity. But that comes, as I mentioned, with a risk of thunderstorms. Not so much in the GTHA. We could see a passing shower, perhaps not even anything at all, but the risk of thunderstorms, Kingston, Cornwall, St. Catharines, Niagara Falls, 2 to 3 p.m. It will be very brief and rolling out pretty quickly. After that, take a look at this. High pressure taking over for your Labor Day Monday, and we've even got some of that in store for your Tuesday as well. Gorgeous, bright and sunny conditions. Those storms passing through could mean a quick downpour. Fort Erie, 12 millimeters, around 6 or so in Kingston, and that's in the span of 30 minutes or less than an hour. But do be prepared that as that low pressure system moves through and moves on, we're going to see a whole lot of changes when it comes to the temperatures. No longer into those high 20s with the humidity, but rather we're going to see things into the low teens. I think for some it's going to be a reality check real quick. That's coming on Monday in Toronto. 19 degrees down to 22 still for Tuesday, warming up as we head to Thursday. But for the start of your weekend, rain and cloud cover bring cooler conditions as well.